This video is for PhD and research students, and in this video I will explain to you how you can establish certain habits which will enable you to complete your research degree in time. And we will be using an online application called Trello. And I will show you how this Trello application can help you establish certain habits. What are those habits? If I click on this card, you will see that there are few activities which I have been explaining in my videos that a PhD student must have some daily routines, and I'm going to show you all these cards during the course of this video. And don't worry about this Trello interface. I will be explaining this, and we will be using a free Trello account and one of Trello power-ups which is called Habit Tracker. And the idea here is that we will first identify few tasks which we should include in our daily, monthly or yearly routines or checklists, and then the Trello application will present these tasks to us at a specific time. We will tick the task which we have completed or not, because when you want to establish good habits, it is important that you do certain tasks consistently until that thing become your habit. And the second important thing is that you must monitor your progress, and these are the two things which we will be doing by using Trello and the Habit Tracker power up, which is basically, you can say, an add-on to Trello application. I have prepared one example for research students, but this example may not fit 100% to your needs, but I have given some thought to this example, and I am confident that you will get some help by watching this video full. Now, there is a little bit history behind this video as well. I have made many videos about PhD students where I try to help them, and I have also prepared a guided journal for PhD students which is called Digit Idea Diary 1, which is available on Amazon. But the problem is students are unable to get that guided journal due to unavailability of flights. Amazon is unable to ship that guided journal to PhD students from US, and I am getting a lot of emails that students think that I might have some copies, but I don't have any copies of that journal. That is available for sale on Amazon, and you can get it only from Amazon. So this Trello board is an alternate way for PhD students to get organized, because as you can see that this is a very simple board. There is nothing fancy, and you don't need any other Trello tutorial to understand this. I'm going to explain everything you need in this video. And once you wake up in the morning, you open this Trello board, which you can copy within 5 to 10 minutes by opening a new account with Trello. And then every day you just have to tick few check boxes whether you have done certain things or not. And when you follow these tasks repeatedly, a day will come when these things will become your habit. And in this video, I am going to give a practical demonstration of how you can combine all those advices which I have given you in other videos and put everything into action. So this video is very important for PhD and research students. And I have thousands of subscribers who are PhD students. So I needed to explain few things so that you can understand the importance of this video. And now before I start, for someone who is new on my channel, my name is Tahir, and I make videos about research and PhD students, about online teaching, what are the tools available for teachers and students, and some other topics and subjects which I teach. So if you are interested in these topics, I would highly appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video on this channel. And now let's get started. First, a little introduction about Trello. Trello is a project management software, but Trello can also be used as a personal to-do list application. And this is how you are going to use Trello as a research student. So on Trello, you have boards. So this is a board, and on this board, these columns are called lists. Then every list has cards. So these are three building blocks of Trello: a board, a list, and a card. Normally, you should be having three lists only: to-do list, doing list, and done list. So once you open Trello account, you can create boards. Now creating lists and cards on this board is very easy. You just click on this add another list and a new list will be added. Simply click add list, you give it a name, for example new list, and then you click add list, new list will be added. Adding card is also very simple. Add a card, give it a name, for example new card, and a new card will be added. And then you click on this new card, and here you can put whatever task you want. And if you don't want, you can archive or you can delete this list. So I am currently going to archive this. Now this is how I created these lists and cards. So then what happens is that, for example, this is your doing list and you have completed these tasks, whatever is in this card. You can simply click and drag this card to your done list. So now the card has been removed from this list and you have moved it to the done list. So as I mentioned that normally you have 3 lists. So you move the card from to do list to doing list, and when you have done that card, you can move it to done list. So this is how you organize your work. So I would put it back. So this was a brief introduction to Trello, and now come back to our example. I have these 3 lists, daily tasks, and there are 3 cards. Each card has few tasks. So I have divided these 3 into 3 most important activities which you should be doing during your PhD studies. You must be taking care of your personal well-being, which is a personal care. There are few things you have to do. Then you must be focusing on your PhD studies. So we have this card in which there are few tasks I am going to show you in a minute, and then you must be giving some time to your friends and families, and there will be certain tasks which you can add yourself. I have not added anything in family and friend area. And if you want to organize your card, you can simply drag this card so that they all look same, and you can also drag this here, and now they all look in a consistent manner. So let's click on this personal care, and on this card I have added these few activities. So these are some of the tasks you want to do for your personal well-being. You want to walk for 30 minutes to keep yourself healthy. You want to take a sleep. You don't want to spend too much time on social media, so you must put some limit. Similarly, there are few other things you might want to put in this list. So every day, whatever task you have done, you simply check this box and it will be crossed, and this is how you manage your daily tasks. Now you can close this, and now you will see that 1 out of 6 tasks have been completed on this card. Now let's click on this PhD studies. Now these are few daily routines which I recommend. There are few more, but this is just an example. You can change the name of this card here, whatever you want. You can add another point here, another checkbox. I am using checklists only, but you can use some other type of descriptive tasks as well. But I think that this is the simplest way to become more organized and productive during PhD, because you have pre-made these checklists and now you simply have to tick the boxes. So this is the most less time consuming. Now these are some tasks which I recommend every PhD student that they must ask questions to their supervisor or to other researchers. Then they must read 10 pages. And now the idea is again that when this card will be presented to you every day or 5 days a week at least, and you tick this box, sooner or later it will become your habit to read 10 pages. Similarly, these are some other activities which I want every PhD student to put in their daily routines, and you can add your own. And now let's look at these cards as well. This is a monthly personal care card that once in a month you must clean your, for example, room, your kitchen and these kind of things. If you look at PhD studies, these are some of the boxes which you should be ticking once in a month. Here what I am suggesting is that you at least establish one small milestone. And this I have explained in other videos that you must aim for a small success, a small milestone. Something magical will not happen. some switch will not open and you will get a PhD. No, there will be some small achievements. So you have to determine what type of small milestone is for this week. So here I am suggesting that for every week you establish one milestone and put it in your monthly PhD studies list. Then you should also try to have one meeting at least with your PhD supervisor per month. So these are few things. And now look at some of the yearly activities. If I click, and you will notice that I have changed the title of these cards to give you an idea of what kind of activities you might be including in this. So let's click on experiments, and these are certain things which you can include as far as your experimentation is concerned. You should be learning few statistical techniques so that you could analyze the data. Then you should analyze your experimental results. You can discuss this with your supervisor and you can compare this with existing research. Now let's go back to the writing activities. So these are some of the recommendations that after 1 year you must be in a position to at least finalize 2 conference papers to make their final drafts, and at least first chapter of your thesis, which is normally a literature review. Then there are few activities which I suggest for communication, that you must establish some communication channel within your university with other researchers and outside your university as well. And for details you can watch my other videos. There is a playlist called PhD. You should watch all that playlist. I think there are around 25 videos. Now let's click on this publishing, and I simply mentioned that at least you should publish 1 conference paper at the end of every year and 1 journal paper at the end of your final year at least. And you can put your targets here for publishing research papers. Now this example is something which can help you make your Trello board so that you could complete your PhD in time. And now we are moving towards the second part of this video, where we will be using a Trello power-up called Habit Tracker, which will present these daily cards to us every day at a specific time or any working day, and we will check the boxes until these things become our habit. To do that, we click on Show menu, and in your free account you are allowed to use 1 power-up. But as a PhD student, you only need this power up. And now we click on power ups, and then I type habit, and this is the power up, habit tracker by Upgrade Your Brain. So I click on add and add again, and now on the right hand side you will see this power up appears in this area. Now you can close this as well. And now what I need to do is I click on this card, and now inside this card this repeat habit will appear. I click on that, and now I have to authorize this because it is a third party power up. So I click authorize, and once it is authorized, now I can select the days on which I want this card to repeat. So currently all 7 days are selected. And because this is a personal care card, as you can see, these tasks I need to do on a daily basis. So I select this for 7 days and I click on save. And now today is 27th of October, and now it is showing me that it will repeat on 28th. Now I can close this, and this sign will appear on this card, and if I click on this, I can see that the next repetition is on 28th. So in this way you can atomize these cards. Now there is one more thing you need to do, and if you look on the right hand side you will notice this habit tracker icon will appear once you have installed the power up. So I click on that, and now we have to select a list in which the done cards will be moved, because as I mentioned that once a task is finished, the card has to move to a list. I have created a list named done, so I want to move the finalized card to the done list. So I click on this and I save, and now I will be able to see this screen, but there is nothing meaningful here because until these cards are completed within few days, then this screen will be populated with the cards. Now let's go back to the cards. You can do this for other cards as well, and this sign will appear on those cards. Now when you have completed all these tasks, let's say I check all these tasks for this card. So now I have checked all these boxes for this card. If I close this, you will see that this 6 out of 6 appears in this green color. So it means that this card has been completed now. When the date changes tomorrow, this card will be moved to done list, and then again we will be presented with a copy of this card for the next day. So I hope that you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.